let's talk a little bit more about some guerrilla traffic tactics or free traffic tactics. There are sneaky ways to get onto Google's first page. And you want to look at these sneaky ways because they're free, and that's what's great about it. The only other way to get onto Google's first page is paying for it with what's called pay-per-click advertising. This is a much better and also an evergreen way for you to get onto Google's first page as it creates assets for you online. One of the ways is videos. Another method is Craigslist, or if you're watching this presentation internationally, there are other classified ad sites such as Gumtree and Kijiji.com. eBay is not dead. eBay is an effective way to get visitors to your website and, bottom line, help you increase sales. Blog Talk Radio. Did you know that you could have your own radio show? You can brand yourself. You can establish a relationship with your customers, with your community. E-zine articles, a very effective way to help you get onto Google's first page. Press releases. Now, I'm not talking about, again, press releases where you spend $5,000 to an expensive ad agency. I'm talking press releases that have been specifically written for the internet for getting you on page 1 of Google, because that's what this is all about. And also, you want to consider the long tail keywords your customers will enter into Google. Well, what the heck is a long tail keyword? What that means essentially is I need you to close your eyes right now for just a minute and psychically think of what your potential customer will enter into Google to find you. They no longer are looking to the yellow pages. That disappeared 10 years ago. If you're still spending thousands of dollars per year on the yellow pages, then you need to get into the internet age right now. Move from the 8-track age to the MP3 age, and this is going to help you. A long tail keyword example could be the name of your business. Say you're a chiropractor, and your city, say you're in, let's see, pick a name of a city. Let's say you're in Henderson, Nevada. So it would be Henderson Chiropractor as an example of a long tail keyword. And these are things that people, your potential customers, are looking at in Google to find you, and you want to be found, don't you? Let's talk some other guerrilla traffic tactics, specifically more about video, because video is so important. It really is the number one return on investment that you can get online right now. You can do video creation and submission to over 30 video sharing sites, and it's all free. So here's just a couple of tips that we want to share with you that have had the most effective results in order for you to get direct response from all of your browsers to turn them into buyers. Make sure the video is 3 minutes or less. Think about it. We're sort of in an attention deficit society age, so you want to make sure they're just segments. If you have a 10-minute video sharing great information, break it down into 5 videos, for instance. Include your website address or phone number at the end of the video. Make sure you do that, and critical as well. Include your website address in the beginning of the description of your video. There's an image there on the right-hand side of Zappos, and they actually have Zappos.com right in the description of their video. In fact, here's a really interesting example to show you that there are even large corporations that are doing great in social media online that could make improvements. Zappos.com, there should actually, the person who input that video should have said http://www.zappos.com. So that would have been a real link. You could have clicked on that and would have taken you right to the website. So that's something I purposely have included this image for you to show you what you need to do. Also, you may want to consider putting your keywords in the title of the video, which again will help you get onto page 1 of Google. Let's talk about Craigslist and eBay. Now again, if you're watching this from another country, you could use Gumtree or Kijiji.com or some form of classified ad site that is more popular in your country, in your city. But essentially, this is where millions shop. And you don't want to ignore the 800-pound gorillas online right now. And so some of the key things that we can tell you that will help you get more sales is to make sure you create a wow title. Don't be like everyone else and have the exact same titles as someone else. Make sure in your title of the ad or the eBay auction, make sure it's a wow title, like such words as stunning, or VIP or exclusive, include something like that. Include your keywords in the title, in the body of the ad, and also link back to your site, and then rinse and repeat. And this will assuredly get you and help you get onto the first page of Google. So essentially, we're talking about having an online sales machine for you, and it incorporates free traffic with your website. And of course, one of the most important things is using an email capture system, where you essentially can drive traffic using video, social media. You're driving leads to your website, and in your website you have what's called an autoresponder. You may not have ever heard of an autoresponder, but that is something that allows you essentially to make money while you sleep. And it really is your marketing system foundation. So here's the thing, you get them to your site. Now what? What if you've used all these free guerrilla marketing tactics and free sites and social media, and you direct them back to your website? Now what? Do you know the key areas you must use on your website? If not, you're missing out on a lot of money. And just hang in there for a few minutes. I'm going to show you some of the key areas you must use on your website. Also, do you have a website? And if not, we can help you with that. You must know where a visitor to your website will first look, because you only have 5 seconds to capture their attention. Here's where the eyeballs go. The source here is an eye tracking heat map from the Marketing Sherpa report. And note that the bullet points being critical, your call to action, and the first word of the paragraph. What does that mean? On this picture here, you will see that the eyes, especially where there's yellow and red, that's where the most eyeballs go to on a website the minute they look at a website. So they're zeroing in on bullet points. So my question to you, on your website today, do you have bullet points on your website? This may sound so simple, but these studies have proven that these are where the eyeballs go. And you also want to have a call to action on your site, and you want someone to sign up today. That's an example of this page here on the right hand side. You see sign up today. It's also, you may have heard this, a Google heat map. That's the other thing, is that where do the eyeballs go? And there's such a thing as the Google heat map and a golden triangle. Note here on this image that you do not want, therefore, to have your call to action on the bottom right corner of your website. Doesn't make sense. You only have 5 seconds, maybe even 3 seconds to get their attention, so you want to make sure that you have your most provocative words and benefits to the customer, typically in the golden triangle on your website. So let's talk a little bit about the money in your list. My question to you is, how are you maintaining your relationship with your customers and prospects right now? Are you sending them postcards? Are you calling them? Are you thanking them for their loyalty? Your database right now of leads and customers is your most valuable asset. You can increase your sales, guaranteed, this year alone, by simply maintaining a relationship with your customers. So you want to start building your list with an automated direct response system. What is an automated direct response system? Well, remember in earlier slides in this presentation, we talked about the call to action and qualifying the people that come to your site with some sort of free report that you give them. Well, that's where you start the automation of a direct response system. You collect their name and email address, for instance. You start giving them a free report. We can set up a system for you. Well, while you sleep, all these messages from you are going out to your customers and your prospects. So it's a very slick customer acquisition and retention system. And who else wants to make money while they sleep? It's great, to utilize the technology that's available today that perhaps was not available 10 years ago, or would cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that might lead you to the next question. Is it expensive? Well, here's the thing to think about. For you to turn browsers into buyers, marketing statistics prove that it takes over 5 times to have contact with your prospect before they will even buy from you. Another statistic is just a 5% increase in repeat customers translates into 25% increase in your annual sales. And on average, repeat customers spend 67% more than new customers. So you definitely want to maintain a relationship with your customers, don't you? Who wouldn't want to get 67% more in sales from your existing customers?